Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, 1983 Statis Pro Baseball. This is the vintage version, the 1983 cards and boards and fast action cards. So let's. It is the Mets at Chicago, Wrigley Field. Let's go over the lineups real quick. This is June 7th, 1983. Where were you? Mookie Wilson leading off in center field. Hubie Brooks at third base. You have Daryl Strawberry, the right fielder. Danny Heap in left field. Batting fifth is Dave Kingman, the first baseman. Sixth is Ron Hodges. Ron Hodges, the catcher. Seventh is Brian Giles, the second baseman. Batting eighth is Jose Oquendo, the shortstop. And batting ninth is Tom Terrific. All right. For the Chicago Cubs, we got Mel Hall, the center fielder, leading off. Batting second is Ryan Sandberg, the second baseman. Third is Bill Buckner, the first baseman. Leon Durham in left field, cleanup. Batting fifth is Ron Say at third base. Keith Moreland, the right fielder, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Larry Brown, the shortstop. Steve Lake, the catcher, batting eighth. And batting ninth is Chuck Rainey. So we're going to start playing. And umpire yells, play ball. Let's do it. And I got something. Oh, I just noticed that my mic is in the way of the camera for some reason. That was strange. A little bit of a strange angle on this. I'm not too crazy about the angle, but I'm going to let it be. See if I can adjust it after the first 3 innings. Make it a little bit better. Just the angle is like, I don't know, it feels like I'm floating. Anyway, let's do this. So it's going to be Charles Rainey against Mookie Wilson. That's a 9. That's off Mookie. And a 57 will be an out. An SN is a pop-up to shortstop. 1 down. Huey Brooks is next. Here's the pitch. It's a 7. That's off Brooks. And a 46, and that is a strikeout. 2 out. George Foster's up next. Oh, actually, it should be Daryl Strawberry. Daryl Strawberry should be up. So let's find him. There he is. I don't know that Foster's in this game. No, he's not playing in this game. All right. And let's pull a card. It's going to be a 4. That's going to be off Rainey. A 21 is going to be banged up the middle and through the right side into right field for a base hit single. That's off the pitcher card. So Strawberry's on at first, and let's see his base stealing abilities. He's a B base stealer, so he's going to run. There he goes, and it's a 28. He is a B, so a 28 will be an A or B steal. So there he goes, the slide, the tag, not in time, and Strawberry steals second base. Here's the pitch to Danny Heap, lefty batter. That's a 6. That's going to be off Rainey. And a 42 will be an out, an LP. And that's going to be a bouncer to short, fielded cleanly by the shortstop, Boa. And that retires the side. So no runs, 1 hit, stolen base, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the first. Tom Terrific. Here's a pitch to Mel Hall. It's a 5. That's off Terrific. A 33, and that is a potential wild pitch. We'll do it again. That's off Seaver, an 85. That'll be an out, an LP. Bounce to first. And Kingman may boot it. Let's see what Kingman is. Kingman is a first base E2, so he makes the play. One-handed, steps on the bag ahead of Hall. 1 down. Ryan Sandberg. That's an 8. Off Sandberg, and a 34. That's a drive to left center field, and that ball is way back, and it's gone. Home run. Ryan Sandberg. 1-0 Cubs. And Seaver loses 2 on that. All right, Bill Buckner next. One of my favorite players. 4. It's going to be off Seaver, and a 17 is struck him out. 2 out. Leon Durham, a lefty hitter. A 6, that's off Durham, and oh no, that's actually off Seaver, and a 51 will be an out. An LP, it bounced to Kingman, and Kingman fields this one as well. And 1 run on 1 hit, the home run by Ryan Sandberg. And we go to the top of the 2nd inning. Dave Kingman leading off. Here's the pitch from Rainey. It's a 7, that's off Kingman, and a 64, that'll be an out. An RP is a ground ball shortstop, fielded by Boa. 1 down. Ron Hodges steps in the box. Catcher for the Mets. Been with the Mets for a long time. That's going to be off Hodges, and a 44 is going to be ball 4. Hodges walks, draws a walk and heads to first base. Next is Brian Giles. It's a 9, that's off Giles, and a 58 is an RN, which is popped up middle infield. Both Ryan Sandberg and Boa converge, and it's Sandberg who calls off Boa. 2 down. And here's a Kendo. A 3, that's off Seaver, and a 72, that's an out. I'm sorry. A 3, that's off Rainey, and a 72, that's an out. And it's, what kind of an out? It's a pop-up to the right side. First baseman Buckner. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the 2nd. Tom Terrific against Ron Say. Here's the pitch. It's off Terrific, and a 14. That's bounced up the middle and through into right center field. So Say is on with a single. Oh. All right. Next batter is Keith Moreland with a 12. That's off Moreland, and a 57 is an RN, and that is grounded to short. Fielded cleanly, flips to second for 1, back to first, not in time. Fielder's choice. Moreland is on at first. Next is Boa. That's a 9. That's going to be off Boa, and a 66 is an SN out. Ooh, and that's a bounce to second base. And Boa is a no errors, so we're going to check. This could be a double play, but Boa is a base running of a B. And nope, it's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We move to the top of the 3rd. So Chuck Rainey will face Terrific. Here's a pitch, and it's a BD. We do it again. A 4, that's off Rainey. An 86. It'll be an out. He's a pitcher out, so that's a pop-up to the catcher. Throwing his mask away is Steve Lake, and he makes the catch. Seaver's retired on a pop-up. Next is Mookie Wilson, an 8, that's off Wilson, and a 42, and that's a strikeout. Wilson strikes out a ton. Here comes Hubie Brooks. He struck out in the 1st inning. A 4, that's off Rainey, and a 13. He's a righty versus righty, and a 13 will be a base hit to left. Strokes 1, and he's on at first with 2 outs. Next batter, it's going to be off Rainey, and a 25 has struck him out, and Daryl Strawberry swings and misses at a high fastball. That retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the 3rd. After this inning, we're going to shuffle them up. All right, here's Tom Seaver with a 7. That's off Lake, a 75. That's an RN. Bounce to the 2nd. Ooh, and this could be an error on the 2nd baseman, Giles. Let's see what kind of error rating Giles is. Oh, he's a 2, so he makes it, feels it cleanly, and throws out Lake. 1 down. Next up is Rainey. Here's the pitch from Seaver. It's off Rainey. 21, and that's a strikeout. 2nd strikeout for Seaver. Top of the order here in the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 Cubs, the home run by Ryan Sandberg. Here's a pitch from Seaver to Mel Hall. That's a 7. That's off Hall, a 25. And that's a drive in the gap. That's going to split the outfield and roll to the wall. And big turn around 2nd for Hall, but no. Dives back in A double, a 2-out double from Mel Hall. Was thinking a 3, but the third base coach gave him the red light. Here's Ryan Sandberg. So that's going to be a double. And who was that off? That was off the batter. So we're going to check for an error. Oh, 6-10 on the, I believe it was the center fielder, 25. Hold on a second. It was the center fielder. So let's quickly check the center fielder for the Mets. Wilson error rating is a 2, and I believe that whatever I saw started at a 6. Yeah, so there's no error there. So 2 out, runner in scoring position. Here's Ryan Sandberg, a 6, that'll be off Seaver, and a 55 RN. It's bounced to second, fielded cleanly by Giles, and that retires the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the top of the 4th. Let's shuffle them up. 1-0 Cubs. All right, we are back. Top of the 4th inning. It's Heap, Kingman, and Hodges. Charles Rainey. Here's a pitch to Heap. It's a 9. That'll be off Heap. 26, and that's a drive in the to right field, and that's going to make it all the way to the wall. Into second base is Heap with a double, and that's going to be 1. We're going to check for the error. No error, so Heap is on at second base. We'll lead off double. All right. It's 1-0 Chicago. Playing the Statis Pro 83 season. Doing the Seaver replay. See how close this sim will get Seaver to his actual stats. Just out of curiosity. So far, so good. All right, it's Dave Kingman. Here's a pitch. That's a 4. That's going to be off Rainey. A 17 is ripped to center field for a base hit. And with nobody out, I am going to hold Heap. Let me see Heap's speed. He's a C. I'm going to hold him up 1st and 3rd. No reason to take that risk with nobody out. 1st and 3rd, and here's Hodges. And that was off the pitcher, so we won't check for the error. And we're going to bring the infield corners in. We're going to allow the tying run to score here. It's still early in the game, and I rather, with nobody out, I rather have have 2 outs and have a run score than to kind of bring everybody in and have a ball get by, and then of course it's a big inning. Turns into a big inning. All right, let's do it. Here's a pitch. It's a 6. That's going to be off Rainey, and a 51 will be an out. LN. Oh, that's a ground ball at second base, so it's just what the doctor ordered. No errors. It's a 4-6-3 double play, and a run will score. But that's okay because they pick up 2 big outs. So good job coaching, good job managing. So even though they tied the game, we prevent a big inning. Now there's nobody on and 2 outs, and here's a Brian Giles. Here, and that a run came in, so we'll charge that to the pitcher. That's a 9. That'll be off Giles, and a 41 will be a strikeout to end the inning. So 1 run on a couple of hits, and we move to the bottom of the 4th. Seaver facing Buckner, Durham, and Say. Let's do that real quick. Let's see. That's an 8. That's going to be off Buckner. A 48 will be an out, and LN is bounced to second base. Fielded cleanly by Giles. 1 away. Leon Durham, left-handed hitter. Here's a pitch. It's off Seaver, a 43, and that'll be an out. An LP, a fly ball right field. Strawberry there, 2 down. And here's Ronnie Say. CD, we don't count that. A 10, so that's going to be off Say. A 63, that'll be a RP out. Line ripped and caught by the shortstop, Okendo. No runs, no hits, 3 up, 3 down. We go to top of the 5th. Seaver so far has allowed 1, 2, 3 hits. Not too bad, not too shabby. All right, top of the 5th inning. Jose Okendo's coming up against Charles Rainey. Let's do it. Scores 1-1. So 3. That'll be off Rainey, and an 84. That'll be an out, an RN. That's bounced to first base and handled by Buckner. 1 out. Here comes Terrific. Pitch from Rainey, that's a 5, that'll be off Rainey. A 65, that'll be an out, a pitcher out, which is a pop up to the right side. First baseman, Buckner, makes the catch, 2 down. And it's Wilson, nothing there. 5, that's off Rainey, and it's a 35, which will be a pass ball, but there's nobody on base, so we'll do it again. And 8, that's off Wilson. A 25, that is ripped down the line into the... No, it's cut off, and stopping at first base with a single is Wilson. He took a big turn. I was thinking about 2, but no, it was cut off. And we're going to check for an error. No error. Oh, 9 and 10 on the right fielder, Moreland. Outfield, he is a 3, so no error there, and he's going to lose 1. All right, so 2 out, runner on first. Mookie Wilson, he's going to run. There he goes. A 46, he's an A. And a 46 runner out stealing. 40. Oh no, 33 to 47. Any runner rated A steals. There he goes. The throw down, not in time. Stolen base. Second stolen base for the Mets today. Strawberry stole a base as well. So Mookie steals second, and here is Hubie Brooks. The pitch, it is off Rainey at 21, and that is a bouncing ball to the opposite field, and that's through for a base hit. We're going to try to score him, and a 68 should score him. He is a OBR of A, and scoring from second to home onto any outfield. 68, yep, he will score, because even if the guy is the best possible arm, it would still be a 56, 66. What do we pull? A 68. Ooh, let's see what kind of arm the right fielder has. Moreland. He has a 3 arm, and that'll make it 56, 66, 76, so it's well within the range. He will score RBI single for Hubie Brooks, and Hubie Brooks will make it to second on the throw to home. And that says it right here, when 2 men are out at 22. Okay, wait, secondary advance, when play is made on a runner who is advancing to either home from second or first to third on singles, the batter automatically takes second base. And of course, that's the deciphering when a play is made. Well, the play is made, he's safe. So I'll count that as a play being made. So Brooks is on at first, and that'll be 2 runs there. I mean, two knocks on his pitcher reduction. And here's Daryl Strawberry. Here's a pitch, and that's a 9. That's going to be off Strawberry, and a 42 will be struck him out. That ends the inning. So 1 run, the Mets take the lead. 1 run on 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Keith Moreland's going to be leading off against Tom Terrific. Tom Terrific's gone 4 so far. He's allowed 3 hits, no walks, and a run. Here's a pitch. It's a 4. That's off Terrific, a 13, and that is a base hit to center field. So Moreland is up with a single. And Larry Boa, we're going to try to bunt here, and that's 85. And an 85 is going to say batter fouls to first. Pitcher fouls, 3rd strike. It says a foul ball. All right, let's try it again. I'm going to bunt him again, and that is an 81. And an 81 is going to read double play pop-up. Ouch. Catcher throws to the lead base. So a little pop-up, they're going to whip it down. Catcher Hodges whips it down to Kingman. Kingman puts on the tag to get Moreland. And it's a 2-2-3 double play. That hurt. And here's a pitch to Lake with a 10. That'll be off Lake, and a 55. That'll be an out. RN. Bounce to second base. Fielded cleanly by Giles. That retires the side. No runs. 1 hit. Nobody left. Big DP there. And that attempted bunt by Boa. We go to top of the 7th. And here goes. It's going to be Danny Heap. Here's the pitch. That's off Heap. A 75. That'll be an out LP. And that's bounced to short. Ooh, that may be an error. 3-10. 3-10. And Boa It's a ground ball to Boa, and no, Boa makes the play. Fields it cleanly. One down. Here's Kingman. Here's a pitch. And that's an 8. That's off Kingman at 85. That'll be an out. A pop-up right side. First baseman, Buckner. 2 out. Excuse me, Hodges. It's a 2 if it's off Rainey and 85. LN bounced it at first. Picked up by Buckner. Let's check for the error. 5-10. Again, another possible error. Let's check out Buckner. Buckner with a 2. So no error. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Rainey leading it off. Pitch from Terrific, a 6. That's off Seaver. A 47. That'll be an out. Pitcher out. See, ground ball right back to the mound, and Seaver makes an error. Let's see what kind of an error it is. It's going to be a 3 error, which I believe is a 1-base error. Yep, he boots the ball. Runner's safe at first, so it's an E1. Rainey's on. And here's Hall. Here's a pitch. It's a 7. That's off Hall, and an 81. That'll be an out. An LP is a grounder to first. And that's going to be, that's going to be an error on the first baseman. See what kind of error that is. It's a 1 error, which is a 1-base error. So a ground ball to Kingman had potential for a double play, but it's going to be bobbled, and it's an E3, so runners on first and second now. Wait a second. Made a mistake. Okay, it was an E1, and then it was an E3. I put it in the wrong spot. And now it's Sandberg. All right, here's a pitch. It's 4. It's off Seaver. A 62. That'll be an out. An RN. It's a ground ball to second base. Fielded cleanly, finally, with runners on first and second. First and second. It was a. Here's an RN. It's a 4A. So runners will advance. All right, second and third, and Buckner's up. So Seaver, Hodges is going to go out to talk to Seaver. It is 2-1, but the tying run is 90 feet away. It is the pitcher Rainey at third base, and Buckner's up. And you know what? We can walk Buckner. We're going to walk Buckner intentionally. And we're going to pit with the bases loaded. We're going to keep the corners in, infield halfway. We're going to try to pull. We're bringing everybody in. Let's do it. Here's a pitch to Leon Durham. It's a 4. That's off Seaver, and an 11. Oh, a lefty versus a righty. That's going to be a base hit. Ouch. A single. Runners advance 2 bases. 1 run comes home. Another run comes home. And going to third is Buckner. That hurt. Yikes. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. And Ron Say is up. All right. First and third, and we continue to have the infield in. We got to stop him now. It's 8. That's going to be off Say. 13. He's a righty versus a righty. That's going to be a base hit to left. 1 run comes in. Another runner will stop at second base. So Seaver's getting beat up a little bit here, and here's Moreland. But this is all basically unearned runs. Unearned runs here against Seaver's score now is what was it? 4-2. and it's first and second. Here's the pitch to Moreland. That's a BD. That's a clutch. He's a clutch 0 with a 62, and that'll be nothing, so we'll continue to play it. That's a 7. That's off Moreland, and a 43 will be a strikeout. So Seaver strikes out Moreland. And here's Boa. Let's do it again. It's a 9. That's off Boa. 65. That'll be an out in SN. It's bounced to short. Fielded cleanly by Oquendo, and that retires the side. But 1, 2, 3 big runs come in on 2 singles. The big hit was by Leon Durham with the bases loaded. 2 RBIs. 9 and 1 on that. So we'll give him credit for those 2 RBIs. And then it was an RBI single by Leon Durham. Oh, put it in the wrong place. Wait a second. 9 and 1, and then it was 3 came in here. So 2 big RBIs by Leon Durham with that splits advantage that he had over Seaver. That hurt us big time. All right. Seaver's going to be up, so we're going to pinch hit for him. He's gone. He went 6 innings today. Let's see what he 6 innings. Gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. 4 runs, 1 earned run. 1 walk, an intentional walk. Struck out 1, 2, 3 strikeouts. Went by pitches, batters faced. He faced 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 batters. So it's 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Not a bad day for Seaver. But the Mets find themselves down 4-2 here in the top of the 7th. Brian Giles, and it's time to shuffle them up. All right, we are back, and it's the top of the 7th inning. It's 4-2 Cubs. It's going to be Brian Giles leading it off. We did not shuffle, and that's one of the things we should have done. I inputted some stats very quickly into my stat keeper. This time I'm using Stratomatic just because Replay Baseball doesn't have the mid-80s, late 80s, early 80s. It has 84 and 85, but that's it. All right, so let's cut them and let's do this. It's going to be Giles. Here's the pitch from Rainey, who's still in there. It's a 7, and that'll be Giles. An 85, that'll be an out. RN. That's bounced to short, fielded by Boa, and throws out Giles. 1 down. Oquendo up. Pitch, that's a 9. That's off Oquendo, and a 46 will be an out. RN. Fly ball center field. Drifting over is Mel Hall, and he makes the catch. And pinch hitter Jorgensen for Seaver. So Seaver's out. Pitch from Rainey is a lefty. 9. That's off Jorgensen. A 16. That's banged up the middle for a base hit. So a single for Jorgensen. He's on at first. And who do we say that was off? That was off of Jorgensen, so we'll check for the error. And no error. All right, Mookie Wilson. 2 out, 1 on. Pitch 7, that's off Mookie. And an 87, Mookie's a switch hitter, so that's going to be a righty versus a lefty. And that's going to be a base hit, and runner will go to third on this. So first and third, 2 out. And here comes Huey Brooks, who's probably the hottest hitter the Mets have. Let's see, Brooks is batting. Oh, Jesus, no. I take that back. Won't even tell you what he's batting. Seems to be getting hits whenever I play. With Seaver on the mound, he's raking it. But that's about it. So that's another one that goes down the tubes there. First and third, 2 outs. Here's Hubie Brooks, the pitch from Rainey. Some movement in the bullpen for the Cubs. That's an 8. That's going to be off Brooks, and that's a 23, and that's going to be a drive. No, cut off by the center fielder. Run will score, and the other runner will try to go to third. Who did I say was cut off by? It was a 23. And that's cut off by the center fielder. There's no error. And going from first to third with the center fielder, it's going to be a 56. Let's pull a card, a 53, so he'll make it. So first and third, RBI single for Brooks, his third hit of the day, by the way. Brooks had an RBI here as well, his second RBI of the day. And it's going to be Daryl Strawberry, and that's going to be it. 3 hits in a row. Let's see what we're going to grab. Let's see what we're going to grab. Up is lefty, so we're going to grab a lefty. No. On the 7th, we're going to bring in Campbell. Let me grab Bill Campbell's coming in. See if I can, there he is, that's his card. So we'll be Bill Campbell. That's what we got. We don't have any lefties that are ready to roll in the bullpen. Little smudge there, I don't know what that's from. And he's RR of 10, so he's like a long reliever type. Bill Campbell against Daryl Strawberry with runners on first and third. Score is 4-3 now, Cubs. 2 outs. See what happens. Here's the pitch. That's a 6. That's going to be off Campbell. And a 31 is going to be struck him out. That ends the inning. Big strikeout for Campbell. So 1 run comes in on 3 hits. 4-3 the score. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Carlos Diaz for the Mets. He's going to face Lake. And then we pull the double switch. So it's going to be Woods in right field. And the pitcher was right here with Moreland. Let me grab Woods. All right, good game, 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th inning. I'm not finding Woods. I don't know why. He should be available. Maybe not. Not sure if he was traded. I'm not going to worry about it right now. So I can't find them. I'm going to bring, instead of Woods, I'll bring in, got a couple of different guys here that I can bring in. Oh, Gary Woods, there he is. I got him. All right. All right, so Lake against Carlos Diaz. Here's a pitch. That's an 8. That's off Diaz, and a 24 will be a strikeout. So Lake strikes out, 1 down. Gary Woods is next. Here's a pitch. It's a clutch, but there's nobody on base. It's a 5. That's off Diaz, and a 67. That'll be an out. An RN bounce to second base. Giles up with it. Fires the first in time to get Woods. 2 out. Top of the order. Mel Hall, pitch 6. That's off Diaz, and a, well, it seems like a thick card. 74. That'll be an LP fly ball right field. On the run is Strawberry, and Strawberry catches up to it. No runs, no hits. 3 up, 3 down. We go to top of the 8th. Bill Campbell facing Heap. Here's a pitch. It's a 7. That's going to be off Heap, and a 78. That'll be an out. LP bounce to third. Fielded cleanly by Ron Say, who throws out Heap. 1 down. Kingman up next. Here's the pitch. That's a 5. That's off Campbell. 53, and that'll be an out. RP. They bounce to the third. Say throws out. Back-to-back putouts for Ron Say at third. And here's Ron Hodges. Pitch. That's a 5. Again, that's off Campbell, and a 38 will be struck him out. Strikeout. Oh, put it in the wrong spot right there. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Diaz is going to face Sandberg. Here's a pitch. That's a 4. That's off Diaz. And an 88, he is a righty versus a lefty. So a lefty versus a righty, and 88 is going to be a base hit. So a single for Sandberg. He's on at first. And we're not going to check error on that one. It's Buckner's up. And we're going to try a hit and run with Buckner. And it's a 12. And a 12, a hit and run 2. It's going to be a single to center. Runner advances 2 bases. So it works out perfectly. Buckner hits it through the vacated spot. And we got first and third now. Mets are going to have to play the infield in. It's a 4-3 Cubs lead, but the Cubs are now threatening here in the bottom of the 8th, looking for some insurance. Leon Durham. Here's a pitch, and that's a 9. That's going to be off Diaz, and an 82 LP. That's a fly ball to right. Ooh. Sandberg is a base running of an A. This will probably be a sacrifice fly. First and second, first and third, a F9, and that's, yep, he's going to tag up to score. Ryan Sandberg comes in with run number 5, 5-3. And Buckner, I don't believe Buckner tags up on this. He is a B. I don't know that he tags up on this. Yeah, it's just a runner on third that tags up. Runner on third scores if he's so forth. Okay, everybody else holds. All right, so run comes in, and it's 5-3, and here's Ron Say, and we're gonna go to the bullpen. We're gonna call in Doug Sisk. RR6. Sisk to face the right-hander. And here's the pitch. It's a 9. That's going to be off Say, and an 18, and that is ripped to right for a base hit. And runner with 1 out. You know what? I'm going to stop him at second base. First to third with a single to right. My right fielder is probably nothing more than a 3. Let me double check. Once I memorize these, it'll be much easier. I believe Strawberry's he's a 4. So it'll be 66. He's going to try to make it to third, and he does easily. So first and third. And again, the Mets are forced to bring the infield in. That's a hit there. And all right, pitcher spot. So we're going to bring in pinch hitter. And the pinch hitter is going to be, he's a lefty. We'll bring in Thompson if we can find him, if we have him here. You get most players with this game, which is kind of cool because it is an old-time game. And Scott Thompson, a lefty, going to bring him in to hit for the pitcher. All right, here's the pitch from Sisk. First and third, infield's in for the Mets. That's a 7. That's off Sisk. And an 83. That'll be an out. Let's see what kind. He's an LN, and that'll be a pop-up. And that's the catcher. So 2 out. And here's Larry Boa. Pitch from Sisk. It's a 10. That's off Boa. And a 32 is going to be he rips one down the line into the right field corner. 1 run scores. And Say, let's see, we're going to try to score Say on this. Say is he's going to stop. He's going to hold up at third. So an RBI double for Larry Boa. Rips one down the right field line. Scoring is Buckner. And it's 6-3 now. And here's Steve Lake. And we're going to check for the error on that because I think that was off. There's no error. And Sisk loses 1, 2. Let's pitch to Lake. That's a 6. That's off Sisk. And a 77. That'll be an out, an RN. They fly ball deep, left field. Backing up to the track is Heap, and he makes the catch. That retires the side. They pick up 2 big runs, 2 big insurance runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Go to top of the 9th. Last licks for the Mets. And what is a 6-3 game? So we're going to bring in a guy named Smith. I think his name was Lee Smith. He's their closer, Lee Smith. Let's see if we can find him. I found his batting card. I got to find his pitching card. Lee Smith. There he is. And he's got a RR rating of 4. So let's do this. It's going to be Giles Okendo and then a pinch hitter. Mets are down by 3. And here it is. Here's the pitch. It's a 7. That'll be off Smith. And a 38 is a strikeout. So Giles strikes out. Okendo's up next. We're now pinch hitting for him. Let him bat. 5. Smith, a 54. And that is an out of some kind. Okendo's an RN. And that's bounced to third. Say throws out Okendo. Now we're going to get a pinch hitter. Who's that going to be? That's the question. We're going to bring in Bob Baylor to pinch hit. He's a righty, but I'm saving Staub. You know what? I'm not going to save Staub. I'm just going to let him hit. Here comes Rusty, one of my favorite players. Staub, pinch hitter, 9th. Here's a pitch from Smith. That's a 3. That's off Smith's card. And an 11. Oh, we got a righty versus a lefty. That's going to be a righty versus a lefty. Righty versus a lefty. That's oh, no, that's going to be an out. That'll be a righty versus a lefty. An 11. No, wait a second. That's a base hit. It's an infield hit for Rusty Staub. A little chopper to the shortstop, and there's no throw to first. So Rusty's on with a single. And we get a pinch runner. It'll be Bradley. No, Baylor. We'll bring in Baylor to run. So the Mets are still alive here with 2 outs and 1 on in the top of the 9th inning. They trail 6-3. And here's Mookie Wilson, switch hitter. So that's 1 down there. And here's a pitch. That's an 8. Again off Smith, 44. And that's a base on ball. So the tying run is at the plate in Hubie Brooks. Brooks has 3 hits tonight. 3 singles. We need an extra base hit here. This would have been a good situation to bring in Staub, but Brooks will do. So that's a walk. He loses 1 there. Here's a pitch. That's a 9. Again, it's off Smith. Ouch. And a 55, and that'll be it. It's a fly ball, center field. Hall is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. And the Cubs defeat the Mets and Seaver by a score of 6-3. All right, so the recap, it was a heck of a game. Seaver took the loss. He's 4-3. He went 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, gave up a home run to Sandberg. And he's got an ERA of 2.14. So he's doing a little bit better there than he was in actuality. But we'll see what happens with that. Huey Brooks had 3 hits for the Mets, so that's a bright spot. For the Cubs, it was Sandberg with the home run, and of course, Say with 3 hits and 1 RBI. Durham had a hit and 3 RBIs. The victory for the Cubs is going to go to Rainey. He's 3-2 with a 3.38 ERA, and that's about it. So it's going to be Cubs with 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Mets did not do so well with their defense, and they have 3 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors. And that was in that inning where the Cubs scored a bunch of runs. They scored 3 runs in that inning that started off with 2 errors, an error by Seaver and then followed up by an error by Kingman, put 2 men on base with nobody out. And then, of course, the next batter grounded out. That would have been the end of the inning, but no, it was a ground ball, moved runners up. Then it was an intentional walk to load the bases. Then Leon Durham had the big hit, a 2-run single, and that put the Cubs up 3-2 at that point. And then, of course, they tacked on an insurance run in that inning with an RBI single by Ron Say. Later on, they added 2 more runs to make it 6-3 in the bottom of the 8th against Diaz, who has been really unhittable up to this point. He's got a 1.82 ERA. So this system is a pretty darn good system so far. This is June 7th, 1983. So everything so far so good. And this is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. We're playing Statis Pro Baseball, the vintage Statis Pro from the 83 season with the 83 vintage cards. And we're kind of testing it out to see what kind of results we can get, because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot different. It's got a really cool game board, and all the charts are on the game board, all here along the sides. I don't know if you can see a lot of them, but it's all the different things that could happen. It's got the depth of any other, advanced game. It's got clutch defense, it's got clutch batting, it's got bunting for base hit, defensive play option charts, squeeze play. It's got pretty much everything. Runners advancing on base hits, single to left, single to center, single to right. So a lot of great stuff here. In this game is a nice game to have, and we got a bunch of them selling on eBay, a little bit overpriced, I feel sometimes. And that's about it. So this is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Remember to join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group. This is a Facebook group for people that hate Facebook groups. You're going to like this one. Got a lot of great content, a lot of great guys on that group. Basically, it's the driving force of our streaming in our hobby. So check out that group, and I will see you guys soon. Take care now.